Hello everybody, my name is Karate Pyro. In the background right now you are seeing some Cold War free-for-all gameplay. I joined a little bit later, and I was kind of behind. I was behind 10 points, but I somehow managed to brought it back. I didn't win the game, but what can you really do? But recently on my mind, I've been thinking about YouTube, and thinking about it as just YouTube as a hobby. It's something that it's not really that many people talk about when they do talk about YouTube. And I'm not saying that as a negative way. I'm saying it more or less you don't really hear people talking about YouTube as maybe a hobby or something they just do for fun. Nowadays, every time someone talks about YouTube, it really does just feel like that they're just only trying to talk about the fame and the money and, oh, look at the new clothing brand so and so has dropped. And I feel like YouTube really has lost its way in the way of just being a platform made for having fun and making fun videos to share with your friends and family. Now, I'm not saying this as a way of trying to talk down to any other creators, because I have no look. I can't talk big. I can't be Mr. Righteous about this. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I do think about YouTube sometimes as a hobby, I think about, oh, what if this video gets me big, and what if this video makes me like a coming star? Because even though I do YouTube as a hobby, I still feel like sometimes I think about it. I can just think about, oh, what if I do get big, or what if I do make a lot of money off YouTube? And it's something I feel like I shouldn't think about, and I shouldn't feel like anyone really should think about doing that, making money and stuff, is when they started YouTube. When I first started YouTube, I kind of was blind by it, by saying, oh, how much money I make, I'm gonna get all the ladies and all this and that. But the more I did YouTube, the more I realized that YouTube really, truly is a labor of love. There goes into a lot of work of YouTube. Now, I'm not trying to talk down to anyone when I say this, but I do feel like a lot of people nowadays have to feel like if they do start a YouTube channel that they have to succeed, or they have to be big, or they have to make millions of dollars, they have to be the next PewDiePie or Logan Paul. And I feel like that's something that's maybe been plaguing YouTube recently, and it kind of worries me a tad bit. Now, I'm not trying to be, oh, back in my day, but I do remember when I was a younger kid that people did start YouTube just for fun and something they just wanted to do as a pastime and nothing really more. No one back then really knew if you could make money or not. Hell, even now, some creators feel like they don't want to make money from doing it, or don't know if they can make enough money to support themselves. And I know the other day I was on Instagram, and it's not to talk down to PewDiePie or anyone like that, but he was talking about how one of his videos got copyrighted and about a song he played on the flute of KSI, or not the flute, the recorder. And I get that. I truly do get that. Have something that you work on intellectually become, for some big corporation, say, you didn't work on that because of this and that, it's ours now. But he just kept on talking about the revenue, and I can understand that. It's your money, it's your content. You deserve whatever comes from it. But it just kind of felt like he didn't care about the content itself. It's just more he cared about the money. And it's strange coming from PewDiePie, someone so humble as himself. I don't know. It's just something that, I don't know, I start thinking about. And the more I think about these things of just YouTube as a hobby, or try to make people say YouTube as a job, the more I keep on seeing it as like maybe people see it as a negative light, as people think, well, if you're not doing YouTube to get famous, then it's pointless to YouTube, which I think is a complete dumb way to think, because learning YouTube can have a bunch of skills that can be involved over time. Like at the start of my YouTube career, or career if you want to put it, 200 subscribers, like I did not know how to edit. I didn't know what SOE was, like the search thing that they have. I didn't know how to edit videos in Photoshop. Edit photos in Photoshop. I didn't know how to use After Effects. But, after like dedicating myself and just trying out these, all these programs, and just putting my effort into YouTube, I slowly learned over time that YouTube can be really fun, and it can be like so you can learn a bunch of skills from it just by doing it. And I think that's something that I just want to get across people, that yeah, I'm doing YouTube as a hobby, but it's not nothing worthless. And I feel like that YouTube doing it as a hobby does have a connotation like that, preconceived notion like that. But anyway, I don't know, this is something I just wanted to kind of do, I guess, like a commentary, or try to just get my opinion out on something, on how I feel about it as YouTube as a hobby. I know this is probably all over the place. It probably was all over the place because this is probably my first time ever doing it. But you know what? I can get better over time. It's a learning experience. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that BS, 92% of you aren't fart, poodle, whatever. But with that, well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.